All right. Is anybody on here yet? Let me just quickly go to everything to make sure we're live. Oh, shoot. Shoot. Okay. Hello? How you doing? There's already 38 people here. Great. Perfect. Good evening. Good evening. I needed to share this. Let me just copy the link and share it with the Discord group because I didn't let everybody know. Um, because I don't know how many people are getting notifications. I know I posted a couple of videos today, but there we go. Perfect. All right, so we got 42 people here. How's everybody doing? What's going on? Good evening. Yo. Hey, Matt, love the content. Also from PA. Well, that's great. Maybe we can meet up one day. But yeah, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. It's great to always see, like, if you go somewhere that someone would be able to know who you are, and you could talk about the same things that you talk about all the time. Like, I love talking about investing, and nobody around me loves to talk about investing. I talk to my wife about it. Probably I can start talking for like 5 seconds, and she will, once she hears me talk about anything related to investment, cryptocurrency, no matter how much I say that I made, it's just like she's checked out. Because yeah, I didn't expect this live stream. Yeah, I didn't expect it either. I just put the kids to sleep. This is only going to be like a 30-minute live stream. I wanted to talk about the markets because the markets were down, and we're seeing things that are starting to come back a little bit. Took a chance to lower that average on SHIB with a huge dip. It's coming up slowly. Yeah, I can tell you that I'm happy that right now I'm at 120 million Shiba Inu. So I'm happy where I am, and that's exactly where I said I wanted to get to. I've been getting notifications, no problem. Oh, great! So they're at least sending something out. That's great to hear. Um, this is the time to keep posting and keep us informed. Yeah, I know. As you start to see a lot of things fall back, some people get worried as to what's going on and what I'm doing. Because if you think about it, like if you were in the dark, and I've always or I have been there in the past, if you're in the dark and you have nobody to communicate with and say, oh, this position looks pretty good, what I see in this position, what you see in this position, not to have a conversation, you end up selling the position very fast because you get in your own head. You start talking about, you start talking to yourself saying, oh, well, you know what? Facebook doesn't really look that great now. I'll just wait until I won't buy in right now. I'll buy in maybe a little bit later. But then you have another person that you may talk to in that instance, and they'll say, look, I mean, I'm buying 5 shares because I have $5,000 to buy with. I'm buying 5 shares here, and I'm going to buy, 5 more shares later or whatever. So, like, it's always great to have those people. Is this the bottom of the dip, boys? So I can't tell you if it is the bottom. I know it's tough to hear, but with everything that's going on in the markets and how fast it's dropping, I think right now we're just seeing it sort of level out, have a little bit of a bounce off of what we did see negatively for the whole entire day, but it doesn't mean that it's completely over. Like yesterday, right? You saw a massive like dip, well not massive, but a good sized dip, and then you saw a little bit of a comeback, and then what did you see as if we went into Saturday? A lot more of a dip, right? So um, it's I wouldn't say that it's over because it definitely could continue to go down. I just think it creates more and more buying opportunities. Now, I only spent about 2,500 today, and I have another cap tomorrow that I can spend about I think another 1,500 if I wanted to. I actually wanted to take a full 10,000 and put it into one of these positions that I'm holding. So if we go into my positions here, I'm going to show you my screen. I was looking at so many different positions. Like right now, OMG Network below 450 looks amazing to me, right? I would love to hold 1,000 of OMG Network because I know where that can be and what the potential is of that position. So I know that would be big. Also, Krill below $1, that's huge. Loop Ring below $1, that's absolutely huge. Getting down to that 75 cent, it was down to 69 cents today. So there's a ton of opportunity out there. And that's what I love about dips, right? When you have these massive drops, it just feels so good to be able to get in at the lows. The only thing that feels bad is the money that you already have in there goes from whatever you had and then drops by like 30%. Thank you for subscribing, whoever subscribed. Rich, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. I don't know if I don't have the audio playing on there, but you do see the subscription come up on the screen. So if you guys want to subscribe, see your name come up on the screen, that will happen there. Let's see. What up, peeps? Just got out of work. We'll be driving home, but we'll be listening till then. Well, thank you. Thank you for stopping by and listening. Some things are bouncing slightly. Yeah, exactly. It was crazy to see Harvest Finance actually jump today. So if we go over to Coinbase here, because it's a better visual, Harvest Finance actually jumped a little bit today. And I was talking to someone in Discord. I never want to name names, and you know who you are. But I was talking to someone in Discord, and basically talking about the volume and how this can actually kick up very fast. You see the movement from $100, it was all the way down to 92. And you see it increase, kind of consolidate a little bit, more of an ascending level there. But then you do see it jump up and skyrocket up to 133. Now, what happened in that instance? Just understand that there's only 666, that's 97% of the total supply, 666,000 supply. So with even the littlest amount of volume, our smallest amount of volume can actually increase this position by quite a bit. It just takes a little bit for this to jump because it doesn't typically have that much movement. So whenever you see a little bit over average, it starts to really skyrocket. And it's not something that held it, right? It's holding this level of about 120, 115, but you definitely saw a decent size increase. And I was actually thinking about buying. That would have been great. Buying 100, because I was going to take the first thought that I had in buying more was buying 100 Harvest Finance for a short-term gain. I was looking for something to where it was going to get to 150, and that would have been very, very quick, that it would have gotten to 133, and I would have been fine with that. I would have gained $33 out of it, out of 100 shares or 100 coins, and I would have gained a decent amount of money in the matter of a couple of hours rather than anything else. So if Coinbase would have let me buy it, I would have been able to buy 10,000, but they didn't let me buy it. I actually had to call my bank for them to release more through my card because they have a limit on me. I mean, it's a standard limit, but I was able to get it raised. I'll be listening while in the shower. It's date night. Well, that's great. That's great. I mean, not that you're listening while you're in the shower. That's slightly weird. I don't know. Maybe it's okay, but that's great that you have a date night. I wish we had something to where we had a standard like babysitter like every week that comes through and we could just have a date night, but we don't have that yet. Eventually we will. And she works different like hours, different schedules, so it's never the same. So if we schedule a date night on Wednesdays, she might end up working Wednesday nights, and then then we don't have date night for a couple of weeks, and then it goes off the calendar. Shiba Inu, Shiba Army, strong right here. Yes, that's what I like to hear. Are you aware of Pulse Chain launching soon? I'm not aware of it. I think this is the first time a live show. I just haven't been available to chat the rest of the lives. Re-promote all your burn videos, big bro. Promote to the whales. Yeah, I look to send that out to as many people as possible. Let's actually look at where the burn videos are, because we have had a couple of days of revenue come in, and I know that I basically took one of the revenue from the other burn video and burned that off. But we want to see what the current one has, and then also what the old one has. So I want to go into my analytics. Let me go ahead and find this really quick and see what this is all about. This is only going to be like 15 minutes more of a stream, because I wanted to do a quick stream just to give you guys an update on what I did and what I'm doing. I understand that I did have a video, but I am doing a little bit of an update. Let's quickly go into my detail here. So let's bring up my videos. We're going to look up this burn video. Maybe I could type in burn and then it'll come up. It'll be, yeah, you know what? That'll come up. So let's see. It's this one and it's this one. All right. So let's see. Let's go here. It has 14,000 views or 15,000 views and it has $270. That's great. That's really, really good actually, because that's way over the average. Typically, like I said, every 1,000 views equals $10 is going to be burned off. This is actually a lot higher than that. The CPM or the RPM must be higher because people are watching more. Let's look at the engagement. So yeah, people are watching 87% of this video. 87%. How is YouTube not pushing this more? 87% they're watching of this video. Are you guys all hitting the like button? Definitely hit that like button. Show as much engagement as you can so that we can find a way that they push this out. Because you can see it has a little bit of spikes when it comes to, what is this, watch hours. Let's look at the average view duration, right? That has, average view duration was 20. It's not even a 20-minute video. So apparently people were watching this, like looping it. So the view duration was actually 20 minutes. And what's crazy is this is only a 12-minute video. So basically you're watching 87% because of the fact that, you know, people were looping it in the beginning, and I guess they're still looping it now, but you can see as of late, the fourth day, we were only looking at about a 4-minute view duration, which no matter what, that plays about 2 to 3 ads. So that's good. But yeah, that's way better than the first video. $270 out of 14,000 or 15,000 views. This can be absolutely huge if we find a way to have this thing skyrocket. So feel free to share it with as many people as you can. Get this out there. And yeah, so right now, $270 over there. We are going to have to factor in taxes and all that stuff, but let's let it run a month before we decide to burn off a lot. So yeah, we have that one, and then we still have this one, which has 34,000. So has gained a little bit of views, a little bit of traction, and you can see that there's $615. So we burned off 458. So we have a good amount, well over or close to $400 that we would have there. So this is huge. I love it, and we will do the full calculation to show you exactly how much will be burned off. We're gonna kind of wait for a while to build everything together, and then we can basically say how much will be burned off in this instance, because I want to buy as low as it can possibly be so that we can spend the most money that we have but bring in the most Shiba, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's what it's all about. I've been watching it and posting it on public. Well, thank you for doing that. Has anybody said anything about it on like Twitter or the Reddit forums or anything? Because I feel like if we just keep this out there, it's gonna be burning Shiba for however long it stays on this platform, which it will stay on this platform for as long as it's someone doesn't copyright claim it, right? Which no one can copyright claim it because I'm not playing anybody's stuff besides my own. We have 133 people here, guys. Make sure you hit that like button. I would love to get to 100 likes before we end the live stream. Again, this is only going to be a 30-minute live stream, so we have about 15 minutes left, 16 minutes left. I've been looping it as well, watching it all from Australia. Well, I appreciate that. This is great. I've got your burn video on loop every day. It's there's lots of ads. That's what we like to see. 87%. That's what's amazing. 87% view duration, which is like way higher that's the highest that I've ever had. I think the highest that I've had was 56% in a video. And I think actually my fidelity video, a lot of people were watching it, but I think the highest is 56%. Share the burn video on public app. Well, I don't have public, so you guys share it for wherever you want to. Like, I took the time to create the video, and I'm taking also the time to update you guys because I want to be as transparent as possible. I don't want to be that person that doesn't give you any type of updates on what's going on, or that doesn't actually burn what they say they're going to burn. You know what I mean? So I'm here to do as much as I can for the community, not only for myself, but also for you, because there were a couple of people that asked me, you know, hey, why why would you not just take the, like, say if you got to 1 billion views, why would you not just take the $10 million and invest it in Shiba if you truly like believe in that to run? And my answer to that is it wouldn't make sense for me to get all of the benefits out of it by you guys watching the video. You know what I mean? Like if I buy up all of it, yeah, that may increase the price because the more, not more people are holding, but we're holding more shares or more coins overall. So yes, it should increase, but it's only benefiting me. I don't want it to benefit me. I want it to benefit me plus all of you guys. So obviously, if you guys are putting in the work, sharing things and doing all of that, I want you guys to benefit from it. So I try to be as transparent as possible. While some people think that I'm still being fake in some way, but you can think whatever you want. Um, I guess one driver of that is always finding a way to be right in situations. Um, I'm competitive, so while people say that Shiba Inu is not going to do what I say it's going to do, right? I want it to do what I say it's going to do in a quicker time frame rather than going with my time frame, so I can kind of rub it in a little bit more, right? That's kind of the mindset sometimes if you're really, really competitive. It's like, all right, well, Shiba Inu is definitely going to go to a penny. I believe in a time frame, probably by 5 years, probably to $1 by 10 years, right? If we start to see these burn rates really get implemented. Um, but if we accelerate this, we could have $1 by 5 years. You know what I mean? So you're doing more than enough. Well, thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that. I'm trying to do my part and burn off enough. Um, I feel like if we have every Shiba Inu holder, which I don't know how many Shiba Inu holders are now, I would imagine some fell off because, with markets that pull back, sometimes you have people that get out of positions. And I don't know how accurate this is to tell me how many holders there are, but it says 1,152. Sorry, 1,152,000 holders for Shiba Inu. So I don't know why this is taking forever to load. It's weird. We do need to put in work also. So yeah, I'll tell you what. I think what I want to do is I definitely want to do more um, like live streams, later live streams with you guys, so that we can do like maybe a 30-minute live stream after everything's all said and done to give you guys an update on what I saw for the crypto market, what I saw for the stock market, later in the day, maybe somewhere around that, 8 o'clock mark, maybe like 8 to 8:30 or 8:30 to 9, something like that every day. So we can basically have that little bit of an update. I think that'll be cool, but I'll have to put it on the calendar to make sure I can actually do it. See the number of Cardano wallet holders increasing by a substantial amount. Might be building to a price move. Of course, if you have a ton of holders, a ton of new holders, then yes, definitely. That's why you kind of saw that jump that we did see while everything else was decreasing. Here, a newbie. Why isn't the burn video link obvious? Where is it? Thank you for your work. So typically with my videos, I don't put it in the description because it kind of gets drowned out by like all of the other things that I have there. So I have my profit apparel store. I have my other YouTube channels. If you guys want to check those out, feel free to do so. We have a lot of different stuff in the description. It kind of gets like drowned out a little bit. And I feel like what I typically do is I put it in the cards all the time. So all you have to do is click on the top right of the video usually, and you'll have it in the cards. Now in the stream, it's not here. I didn't take the time to put it on here, but usually I'll put it in the cards so that it pops up right when I say it, or it pops up in the middle, the beginning of the video, and people click on it. I've had a number of people that clicked on the cards. I think it's like every time I post one of those videos, it's like 30 people that click on the cards, which is definitely more than the amount of people that click on the description. So I take that as a win. Thank you for subscribing. Who is that? Somebody subscribed. Nick, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. We got 164 people here and almost 100 likes. Hit that like button. It does help out the channel quite a bit. I said Matt Perry. What'd I do? Any word on the not financial advice with Matthew Perry and Matthew Perry for the 100th episode? No, I don't think that's gonna work unless I could find another person named Matthew Perry. It's not. I mean, that's not gonna. I'm not gonna be able to get Chandler Bing if that's what you're asking. It's impossible. P Slayer, thank you for subscribing. I swear I've seen your name before though. I appreciate the subscription there. I believe that Shiba Inu 100%. I believe in a Shiba Inu 100% yesterday. I just replaced my whole supply of Bitcoin with Shiba Inu. Your whole supply of Bitcoin with Shiba Inu? Oh, wow. I mean, so for me, what I'm really interested in with this whole entire situation is playing it out for the long term, right? Um, a lot of people will see this now and they'll say it can't physically get where we think it's going to get because of the market cap. Or yeah, because of the market cap, because of the circulating supply, it just can't get there, right? And they think of exactly what a ton of analysts are doing and looking at what's happening now and not what's going to happen in the future. The whole point of analysis and breaking things down is the fact of being able to forecast things, being able to understand what will happen in the future, and this is what it's showing is, Shiba Inu shows that it is a burn coin. There's a lot of different ways that you're going to implement a burn. With time, actually increases the price. With time, increases the popularity. There's so many things that are good about this, that are positive about this, that we will actually see that long-term effect. Now, will I decide to, buy everything? Right? Thank you. Was it Earth Zen for subscribing? Will I decide to buy absolutely everything or spend all of my money on Shiba Inu? No, I will not. The reason why is because I have my plan with how much I want to hold, especially for the long term. Short term plays, I have a ton of cryptocurrency that I'm playing in short term plays. While this is taking its time, in the next 5 to 10 years, I don't have to worry about taking money out of Shiba Inu at all because I only have a small bit in there. I only have, I think I invested a little over 3,500 or so. It might be a little bit under that. Yeah, somewhere around there. And that was to get 120 million. So I'm really happy with what I have, and I'm looking to hold that for a long period of time. Now I will end up buying more to burn off once we do get to a point to where maybe we'll hit like the 1 month mark every single time, and maybe a certain date. Let's say maybe we could do like the 15th or something, or the after I get paid. So it would have to be after the 20th. So let's say the 22nd. Let's go with the 22nd. Every single month is when we're gonna burn off a month's worth of Shiba Inu. I think that could be really good to do. Because we did end up burning some off. I think it was like a few days ago, in order, obviously, the burn video that we put up. So let's mark it the 22nd of every single month. I get paid from YouTube on the 20th. So the 22nd of every single month, I'm going to be able to burn off Shiba Inu. So that should be really big. I hate Zom. Zom is not looking good. Yeah, Zom SOS is not looking good for me. AMC is not looking good. Everything's really looking horrible in the stock market for me, and the crypto market's not really looking that great either. I'll tell you that. You can see here I'm over $20,000, but just understand that I just invested 2,500. So without that 2,500, I would actually be down even more, down to $18,000. So where this should be is 32,500 right now. However, it's not at that level. You can see OMG Network, that was at like $4,000. Krill was at like $5,000. Harvest Finance was at like 4,500. Shiba Inu, I added to that position. Gitcoin, I added to that position just recently, but that was up in the range of 1,500. Loopring was up in the range of 1,500, maybe even a little bit more than that. Litecoin was way higher. Polymath was definitely higher, currently at 35 cents, which I think is a phenomenal price for Polymath. Compound, I'm excited about that as well. $1.25. Yeah, sign me up. Let's see, crypto.com. That's a good price as well, even with any of the issues that they may be having. From what I heard, like $30 million worth. I mean, they did pay it back but from what I heard, $30 million was taken. About 30 million. It might be a little bit over. All right, so we are close to 150 likes in this video. Why does no one hit the like button? We have 129 likes. I feel like that's good enough. I appreciate you guys. Makes sense. Buy, increase my average price to leave the small coins. Only if crypto does not burn you first. Yeah, I don't think it will. 20-second is going to be the burn. Yeah, let's go with that. Every 20-second, that's when we're going to make that move. Dude, that's facts. Your highness? Oh, yes. My highness? Me? Or somebody else? Uh, is it worth it to invest in? I can never say that. It's like Saitama coin. I haven't been a fan. I know a lot of people talk about it, but I haven't been. I'm not a huge fan because of how many coins are actually out there. It's way more, so it's just going to take a lot more effort. Now, I think it doesn't hurt if you see it at a low price to put a small bit in there to see what it can be in the future, because if people are talking about it now, who knows what it can be, who knows what they will end up doing. I think it could be obviously a lot bigger. um, but yeah, I don't support it right now, I would say. There's a couple of coins that I really don't support that I did end up buying into. And the reason why I bought into it was just to be or have some skin in the game for whatever could happen, right? I bought like $5 worth of Elon, and I'm not a huge fan of Elon, but you never know, right? $5 worth of Elon now could be worth, it says that I have 4 million. It could be worth so much more in the future if something happens. But that's a big if. So what am I going to do? Risk a very little bit in order to see something pretty big, right? And it's going to be something where I'm like, all right, well, I'll let it sit there no matter what. Will I let it pass $200,000 and say, this can get to 4 million? Probably not. I'll probably see $200,000 and take $200,000 because it's something that I invested into, thinking that it might not have as much value into it, or as much as I think that you're going to get out of it. Like I don't think that it will skyrocket to giving me $4 million, but you never know. So I shouldn't have bought an ADA last night, down 18K. Jesus, you bought that much of ADA? So this is where I struggle with, like, I struggled with in the past. A lot of times when I saw a position, what I would do is buy a boatload of that position, and I almost did it with Compound or with Harvest Finance, and it would have actually worked out for me. But I almost did it with that. And what I've done in the past, I did it with Facebook. I did it with not Tesla, Amazon. I did it with a bunch of different positions, Microsoft, and it went against me. And what you notice is that as you do see all of your dollars in one place, it all drops that percentage, right? So if it's 50% or whatever it is, it drops a hell of a lot. And I've grown in that level, and now I'm not doing stuff like that. So you always see me diversify, you always see me split things up, you always see me basically put a small piece down, and then if I see it decrease more, that's when I'll put the rest in there, right? So yes, it could still go against me, I could still lose a lot, but I won't lose as much or in unrealized gains. Matthew, thankful that delete. Wasn't even thinking about that. Yeah, no problem. I mean, I tend to mess up sometimes as well. And good thing is it's the Discord group. So the Discord group is everybody in the Discord group's okay. It's just usually you'll have somebody that comes in there. Like I'll get some messages from some like spam people, some hackers and all that stuff, and I don't want them to come in there and scroll through and see if anybody's giving information, because the littlest information, especially with something like maybe a login, um, they'll basically, if they get half of it, then it makes it easy for them, right? 50% of the deal. Now all they have to do is guess your password, or if they have your password, all I have to do is guess your username, which is usually easier. But still, like that's you don't want that to happen. So yeah, just yeah, I don't want anything to happen there. I saw a potential in Elon though. I'm not a big fan, but it's so cheap I had to add it. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. I was like, all right, I'm buying $5 worth. Oh, I'll get 4 million. Okay, perfect. I can hold this for as long as I want, depending on what they're gonna do. And a lot of those coins that kind of model themselves after other coins that were popular, they do the same thing that those other coins did. So Elon, as you see Shiba Inu burn off, they're going to basically implement something that may be stronger, and then they're going to burn off a heck of a lot. And then Elon could also, um, see a massive increase in the price while you're holding 4 million. And so your $5 investment could turn into 4 million very quick. And that's all speculation, but you never freaking know, right? That's the issue, is that you never know. All burning happening in the sheep is Emmanuel. So don't we burn a coin with less supply and market cap than SHIB, like CRO or even Krill? Well, they don't have anything set up for that. I think yes, it's always great to have that implemented, but um, some like other coins, obviously Krill is phenomenal. I would say where the actual circulating supply is right now, all it needs is popularity, and the growth is extensive. So you don't need to implement some sort of burn there. Usually you'll implement burns when things are in the high billions, because uh, right now we're looking at the highest level of market caps being in the hundreds of billions, and obviously the highest point being at 1 trillion. So if we have things that we want to see it get to multiple dollars of, and you're sitting at $100 billion market cap, like say Dogecoin, or $100 billion supply, like Dogecoin, right? In order for that to get to $10, you would need to see a $1 trillion supply, which is basically Bitcoin, which is not going to happen, right? But if you had those essentially burn off and nothing added on, then that's a different story. So I understand the thought process behind that, but those aren't meant to be burned. Those are meant to have that same supply out there based on what their use case is, what their utility is. So it's more than just burning off coins to increase the price. It's way more than that. Wait, sorry, I don't know what I was reading. Matt, have you ever looked into Evergrow? I think I've looked into it once. I can't remember if I did. It sounds familiar. You can give it a glance. I know it's a bit of a twist. So I won't do it now because I'm actually gonna hop off here soon, because I need to get some work done on my golf channel. So I have a video that I'm uploading tomorrow. So if you guys want to watch that, feel free to subscribe to that. I'm going to do a lot more, and it's going to be like every Sunday that I upload to the golf channel. I want to be more consistent with a lot of things, especially when it comes to the Matt Reacts channel and the MP Shorts channel. The Shorts channel is going to change into something a little bit different. So I'm still going to have these short updates, but I think it's going to be in the same format that this video is. So you might see it in like 1080p. Um, and you might see it in a level to where we have a different what's it, screen size, I guess. So instead of looking at it vertically through like a shorts, I'll have a lot of my shorts over on this channel where I talk about Shiba Inu and AMC, and I've been doing a lot of shorts on here, some of which that have taken off, a lot, and I'm grateful for those. But yeah, that's going to change. The reaction channel is going to change. Well, the reaction channel is kind of going to be the same. It's the same format, but I'm going to upload more consistently as I start to branch away from my 9 to 5. We're going to start being more consistent there. And yeah, I think it's going to be really, really good. Somebody asked something, question, what happened to something? Dude, the other shoe from China hasn't dropped yet. When it does, what happens when wait, what happened to LRC? Is it true GameStop pulled out of the deal? I don't think that's true. I haven't looked into that, but I thought it wasn't like a done deal that they were pulling out of anything. But either way, no matter what, LRC has a ton of utility behind it, has a ton of popularity behind it, because you already have that tie to people that invested into it and spent their time holding the position. And now it's more of a buy and hold and see what it's all about type of thing, because people did get into that position. So it's a lot bigger than people think, even without GameStop in the equation, because GameStop was already there. Now it brought the use case into things to where it creates more popularity, and LRC looks very, very big, right? So I'm bullish on LRC at these prices, definitely bullish on LRC. And even at they were at $2 or $3, I'm bullish on LRC. What I want to see right now is I want to find a way, which tomorrow you might end up seeing me having a little bit more of LRC. Hopefully it does decrease a little bit more, because I would like to buy another maybe 1,000, 2,000 and hold on to that for a little bit longer to see what that can be. But then I'm also looking into Krill to hold over 5,000. I would love to hold 10,000 of that and see what that can be as well. But thoughts on hate spam, man. Peace, everyone. Hold on, we got this. Yeah. So guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I answered twice. Wait, I've answered twice now. Don't spam your question. Yeah. Anyways, I'm going to get out of here, guys. I'm sorry that I only did a 30-minute update. I just had to get on here and talk about the markets and let you know what I did. Again, I bought more Gitcoin today. I have 200 more Gitcoin that I bought, and I bought 51 million more Shiba coin today, which cost me around $1,050, which is very cheap. So very, very cheap. So I'm happy about that. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos just like this one. Ooh. Also, check out the links down below if you guys want the new not financial advice, gear. Feel free to check that out. I think the design is clean, so if you definitely want to check that out, I was gonna say Erica Harper talked about it and said that it looked like Ghostbusters. So I was wondering how she even knew what Ghostbusters were, but yeah. It's a pretty neat design. I like it. So definitely check it out. If you want to pick up one, feel free to pick up one. I'm thinking about doing discounts for all the people in the Discord or in the Patreon. At certain levels of the Patreon, I'll do a couple of discounts, and they may be more as you go up in the list. So feel free to check out all that stuff in the links below. I'm going to get out of here. Thank you guys for supporting my channel, for stopping by and even talking to me. I appreciate it so much. But I'm going to get out of here again and catch you guys in the